Welcome back to the show. Today's Health Tuesday, and on Tuesdays, we're particularly interested in your health. So we bring you guests that will help you with your emotional, mental, physical, and maybe even spiritual well-being. Today we have a guest who is the founder of WhollyGoomed Academy. She's also known as the Flexi Mom Coach. She is Idala Ogufere. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Idala. You're very welcome.
Today we're looking at a very interesting topic, postpartum health. Yes. Now, for those of you who don't know what postpartum is, postpartum means after delivery, so postpartum health. We're looking at basically, I think it's not just important for women. It's also important for men, because when women give birth, they are in together with the men, the husband. You're hearing situations where the husband is saying, ever since my wife gave birth, she doesn't have my time, she doesn't take care of herself. So we're hoping that by the time we're done with this show, yes, that young mothers and mothers-to-be, you know, and even the fathers will be very well educated. Yeah. So let's start with what made you decide to focus on. You actually don't look like you've had a child. Sorry, how many children do you have?
Two boys.
Two boys. Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't look a one bit. You look absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
What made you decide to focus on postpartum health?
Okay, so thank you very much for having me. It's such a great pleasure to be here. I had my second son 2 years ago, and I was diagnosed with eclampsia, postpartum eclampsia. So I had gained so much weight during pregnancy. I was weighing about 101 kg. Yes, I don't look it, right? Oh. I was weighing like 101 kg, and it was due to eating lots of junk during pregnancy. It was really, really bad, really bad. My eating habits were very, very, very bad. So I just knew that I had to take charge of my health after giving birth, because it was very terrible. Because I had my BP rose to like 200, 110 after I had given birth, like some days after I gave birth to him, and it was really bad, really bad. I convulsed.
So and all this happened after you gave birth?
Yes, after I gave birth, like just some days after I gave birth.
Eclampsia? For those who don't know.
Okay, eclampsia is high blood pressure during pregnancy or during partum, like during pregnancy or after pregnancy.
Just after pregnancy.
Pre-eclampsia is before pregnancy.
Before the birth
before the birth of the child. Then eclampsia is like, you know, the term is high blood pressure in pregnancy.
All right, thank you very much. Now, one thing you've done is use a healthy lifestyle and fitness to deal with that. Yeah. So postpartum, you decided to have a total lifestyle change.
Exactly.
What did you do?
So what I did was just eating clean and working out. Okay. That was just the secret. Because I know most people are used to, you know, fat diets, burn the fat quickly and all that. But what I preach is eat clean and work out. That's like the magic tool to sustainable, healthy lifestyle. Yeah.
All right. So when you say eat clean and work out, specifically, because there's some things, I don't know if you had the normal delivery or you had a CS, a cesarean section. There's some women who cannot exercise straight after giving birth. There's some women who are advised by their doctors not to. So what kind of exercises, because now it's more specific to women who have just had a baby, what are the best forms of exercises? And then they're breastfeeding, they want to eat. Yes. So what are the kind of things that they can eat? It's still pleasant, feeling, but very healthy.
Yeah, so when you talk about eating clean, it really is not about just, it's not something very vague. It's very easy. It's just accessible foods. Like what I do is eat what you have. Okay, I don't segment any kind of meals. I eat my yam, I eat my sweet potato, because that's where I get my complex carbs from. Beans, you know, just eat everything in moderation, right? So even if you've just had a baby, what you need to do is just eat smaller portions over time. You don't have to, you know, you just eat because you're hungry. You know, in the same way you have when you're pregnant, you're like, I'm hungry, I'm eating for two. No, you don't have to eat for two because you're pregnant. You can actually choose the healthier alternatives. So that's what basically I preach. I let you see that you can have healthier alternatives. Like if you like shawarma, I like shawarma too, but I have to prepare it myself. And cooking at home is like the way to go. You don't have, because you don't have control over what is put. If you don't cook at home, you don't have control over. You don't know what is in it. You don't, especially when you have fast foods and all that. You don't know what they put in it. But when you cook at home, you have control over what you eat. All right. So basically, just eating smaller portions in moderation. And good.
And how early should a woman start to work out? Now, the eating clean one, let's say this woman didn't know. All through her pregnancy, she was eating anyhow, and she had gained so much weight. And she decided after she put to bed, you know what, I don't like what I look like. I want to burn this fat. And she starts eating clean. The workout. You know, they say here in Nigeria, they'll tell you that some routines you have to go through. You sit on top of hot water. They use hot water to press your stomach. If you don't do all this, your stomach won't go down. Yeah. Did you do all that?
Well, I did it with my first son. He'll be 5 tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday to him.
Thank you. So I did with my first son, but with the second one, I was like, my mom. I told my mom, no, I don't have that power to do all that. But it's actually good. It works, but not extreme. We do it to the extreme over here. So what we do is, eating clean actually helps you to just, it's like 70 to 80% of your weight loss progress. It aids your weight loss progress, but the workout part is just like 20 to 30%. But the main work is in eating clean.
So now, if you want to work out, how soon after delivery can a woman start to work out?
Once she's cleared by her doctor.
Okay, so she needs to speak with her doctor.
Yeah,
first.
She needs to be cleared by a doctor. But usually, if there are no complications in pregnancy and after, she can start like 6 weeks. But it depends on how strong she's been, or if she's been active. Some women have, like athletes who have been very active before pregnancy. They usually just kick in after 6 weeks. But if it usually is from 6 weeks to like 3 to 4 months. Okay. Depending on. Yeah.
Now, Flexi Mom, you get the opportunity to work with a lot of new moms. Yeah. What are the most common problems that they have? What are the most common challenges that these new moms have when it comes to living a healthy life or getting fit?
Okay, so most women complain about their tummy.
Even we that are not pregnant, that's a major challenge for single girls. So yes,
so the tummy, the arms, and all that. I guess it's basically the tummy and the arms. So that's major complaint.
So what's the best exercise for
But like I said, it's actually it has to start with you eating clean.
So even with your tummy.
Yes.
So what are the kind of foods to avoid to get
frizzy drinks, pastries. And those are major culprits, the frizzy drinks and the pastries. Most people just grab, especially in traffic, just grab whatever you see and, just get on with it. What I advise is try to plan your meals. While you're trying to start the day, just get your veggies in a pack and all that, and just plan your day. If you don't plan it, you will fall. All right.
So that means because you'll be too hungry. So
you'll be too hungry. So anything you see, you just pick it and eat. And when it keeps getting, it just keeps building and building and building. And before you know.
Wonderful.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now, with regards to, you mentioned the exercises that they can do. So, yes, you mentioned food, but people still want, you said 20% counts for exercise. Yes. They say you can do your sit-ups, but it's difficult. Are there easier ways for you to maintain a, nice abs?
And I don't know. I'm one of those people that don't believe in sit-ups. I just feel like sit-ups are overrated.
So for sit-ups, if you've just given birth, for single ladies, you can actually do your sit-ups, your crunches, and all that. But once you've given birth, you're not advised to do your sit-ups. Oh, really? You're not doing to do any kind of abs exercises, because there's something that's called diastasis recti. It's like a division of the abdomen. Yeah. The abdominal region. So it happens because we've given birth, and so it's like separated. So if you do sit-ups, you're expanding it instead of closing it in. So there are just a lot of things that most people don't know, and it actually helps. It makes people their tummy is not even go down. You're like, I'm doing sit-ups, I'm doing crunches, but the tummy is not going down. That's one of the reasons, especially for mothers. But for young ladies that have not given birth, they can do this, go to town with the sit-ups. But what I encourage also is try to work out anywhere you are. Okay, so while you're going on your way to work, instead of if you use the lifts usually, try to use the staircase. or just have fun with the workout. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to look, I'm going to work out. No, just it's being in the moment, trying to be conscious of your body, like trying to make sure that you're taking care of your body, because this body is what you're using to carry on with your life, to be productive. So it's just being conscious of, you know, the body.
Very true.
Thank you very much for this very fantastic expose. Now for the men who have wives, because I believe that it's not just the duty of the woman. How can men be of better help, you know, to their wives who have just had babies, to help them with their mental and their physical health?
Awesome. Awesome. I love that question, because I noticed that most men are like, oh, after my wife has given birth and she's sluggish, she's looking, you know, but you just have to be calm, help her through the process. Like you said, mental health, you have to help her to, because the body has gone through a lot. It's really not easy to be pregnant, and when you have, it's just a whole lot of things. There are just a whole lot of things involved. So the men just have to be supportive. If you have to help out with chores at home, do that. Be supportive. Love the way her body is, because you just bettered a miracle. You just bettered something, and it's not. You don't expect her to just drop. You know, it takes a whole lot. It took me like 2 years to get back to shape. So it takes a whole lot. Like I say,
so that snapback phenomenon.
I like that she mentioned that.
Yes,
because that was trending on Instagram.
Because people put a picture six weeks after postpartum. 2 weeks
post.
So to let women know that, don't worry, take at you now. You're an inspiration to a lot of women who are saying, okay, you weighed 101 kilograms before. What do you weigh now, if you don't mind?
I weigh 67.
67.
Yeah. Almost twice.
Like
almost double.
30
you lost
kg
half of
loss, yes.
So you lost that, but it took you 2 years.
Yeah,
you took the time, and look at you. It's more sustainable.
Exactly.
It's not something that just happened and then you go back to where you were, you know, back to base again. So well done.
So I like that you mentioned that. So quickly, in a few seconds, talk to women who are being so hard on themselves. You know, that's why we see that most women, after having babies, they start having postpartum depression, because first of all, the change is a lot. Yeah. You have to know that you're not sleeping as much, you're waking up to breastfeed baby every 2 hours at night, and then you want your body to snap back. You want to look at your waist, and your waist is 24. But the waist is not 24. The waist just birthed a miracle, like you said. So please talk to women who are being so hard on themselves and, you know, wanting their body to snap back because they see that Kim Kardashian's body and Beyonce's body snap back.
Okay, so you like I said earlier, you just birthed a miracle. What you need to do is, it takes time. It took you like 9 months to get to where you are. So just give your body time. Give your body time to evolve. You gave birth. You also gave birth to a new you. So you have to take time to discover how your body was, because the way your body was while you were single is not the same way your body is now after giving birth. So you have to take out time to understand what is working for your body now. Because my body after eclampsia was really different, because I had to, you know, like gently and quietly ease into the workout, because my whole body felt like it was scattered. So take out time to understand what your body is going through. Get a coach if you want to. See me.
How can they get across to you?
Okay, at Idala Ogufere.
On
Instagram and Facebook.
All right.
Yeah, at Idala Ogufere. So,
thank you so much for joining us. At Idala Ogufere on all social media portals. Yeah. Contact the Flexi Mom Coach so that she can help you in time to get back to that body you've always wanted to have. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We're on the break. When we come back, we'll be wrapping things up. If it's your birthday, stick around to find out just who the amazing celebrities you're celebrating with.
To enjoy more of these our Ogufere videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.